Yo, 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 it's your boy Newski here. I'm gonna show you the best perks and PvP build that you can make on Arc Raiders. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, you need to decide what type of build you want to make. Do you want it to be PvP heavy? Do you want it to be looting heavy? Do you want it to be a mix of all, like a hybrid build with points into everything? But for me, I liked the to have a PvP heavy build with mobility. So that's what we're going to start off with. And I'm going to tell you some nodes that I feel like I wasted points into, but we're going to dive into why you're going to have to put points into them anyway, just to unlock stuff like the 15-point locks and the 36 points. So you're going to end up spending points that you feel like or you're wasting your points, but you're gonna have to do it anyway. So either way, let's dive into it. For this one, I wasted points into I feel like I could have just put 1 point into it, but I did. I want to try it out. I didn't really notice a difference. But no matter the build, I would say you put points into the marathon runner immediately. Max that out no matter what build you make. First and foremost, sorry, you want to put 5 points into that. And then next, you want 5 points into youthful lawns. So your first 11 points are going to go into 1 point into here, 5 points into here, 5 points into here. And then from there, you can kind of make your branch off into your other build. But for mobility, highly recommend this sprint dodge because when you're PvPing and you're running and you sprint and then you dodge, you go a lot further than sliding and just regular dodging. So you can do that to get behind cover and reload or to hug, make them aggress you, switch to the defensive position, all that, or just get behind cover and stall until your teammates can get better shots for you. So I definitely recommend this. It's only 1 point into that. Then common control is pretty good too. You can with here to maximize like your efficiency running around the map. You want to sprint halfway, kinda. Don't use up all your stamina, and then you want to walk because with this you maximize your stamina recovery because if you're standing still, you get the most stamina recovery, obviously, right? But with this, it gives you that same effect if you're just walking. And I will say, like, how hard you press the analog stick affects your walking speed. So walking is literally like you're barely pressing your analog stick. You're lightly pressing it. Because if you press it kind of medium, it's more of a brisk walk. So be aware of that. So those points, I put points into slip and slide. I think like maybe 2 or 3 points is good enough. Don't really notice a big difference with it maxed out, but three is good enough. You also recover stamina while sliding, so that's pretty good. You can slide behind cover or down hills to maximize your stamina efficiency as well. Dodge rolls cost less. Same thing, like 2 or 3 points into this is just as efficient to me, or as good, I should say, as 5 points into it. Same thing with heroic leap. But some of these you're going to have to maximize just to reach that 36-point spent to unlock these. Like I like the vaults on vaults just because if I'm in a fight, I can bait a person. Like if I'm shooting him or and he's chasing me and we're going back and forth, I can hop over a wall and then he has to expel all his stamina trying to chase me, and he's going that wall, then I can hop back over, and it just gives me time to recollect and try to pop a shield charger or whatever the case may be, or reload while he's expelling all his stamina trying to aggress on me, or even my teammates may get shots in. Like so, this is more of like for stalling. I think it's great for PvP. The rest of these, like you can just put 1 point into and they pretty much feel the same as five. So that's pretty much it for mobility. We might dive back into more of it later. We're gonna touch on survival. So a lot of YouTubers will or people will recommend you get the security breach. To me, I think it is a big waste. I think it's if I could go back, I wouldn't put any points into survival. And I say that because when you're first playing the game, that first week, it's November 13th. The game's been out like almost 2 weeks now. that first week, you being able to get security lockers and getting that loot, it was huge. But when you're in these higher levels, it gives you the same loot all over and over and over. So it's pretty much going to give you like the Renegade or the Anvil, or a good weapon is a Tempest, but like it's giving you Batina and Batina blueprints. Like it gives you a lot of repetitive stuff. Most of the time, you don't even like, you can just craft that stuff anyway, and most of the stuff you don't even want. Because, like, be real, like, how many Tempests do you need in your stash? Do you need 10 Tempests, or is like two or three good enough? Like, so I think it's just a waste of skill points going for security breach. But hey, if you're going into survival, by all means, go get security breach if you're going into survival. I feel like a lot of these are a waste, especially this complete useless garbage. The stamina regeneration of crouch, useless. This one was okay. This one is okay. This one useless. Um, this one useless. And when I say useless is like it really doesn't give you that big of an effect. Like probably 75% of these skill nodes, you will notice they really don't even give you that big of an effect. They're maybe like 2%, and at max 5 out of 5, like maybe 10 to 7.5%. Like, so it's hardly any of a difference. But besides the like in mobility, the max stamina and moving around, like all that you can notice, and it helps. But a lot of the stuff like the in-round crafting, I really hardly ever use it because a lot of times I'm PvPing more than I'm looting. So I'm taking other people's guns and heals. So I don't really need to be crafting in game. And if I really need heals that bad, I'm just going to extract. I'm not going to stick around trying to craft bandages and shield chargers when I could literally just get out. Like, so a lot of this I feel like is, I thought this was going to be great. So this was the main reason why I went to in survival was to unlock this. Really didn't notice any difference. I feel like it was a waste. So just in general, I would have put no skill points into survival just because I don't care for the security breach. Like think about it. Like use common sense. If everyone is talking about the security breach and they're spending the points into it, that means a third or up to almost half of the lobby has this, right? So that means half the lobby is running to these security lockers. You have some people that are camping the security lockers, hoping to kill you once you extract it, and you just have people that have already beat you to it, or you're just getting the lockers that are like you're getting the same stuff over and over, like So just think about that when you're thinking about how great these security lockers are. They're really not that great, to be honest, because in the higher levels, like you don't even care for that stuff anymore. Like if a guy has a Tempest, like I can kill him with any gun on here. Like it doesn't matter what gun you have, it's all situational. The Venator is the best gun to me, but at the same time, like if I catch you in the open and I get first shots with the kettle, like I can knock you with a kettle or a Rattler if the Rattler's like level 3 or 4. Like there's other guns that every gun is pretty much usable, right situation, right time, doesn't really matter. So to me, I think the security lockers are really only good for blueprint farming, but you'll find you get the same blueprints over and over, and it's really hard to get blueprints out of other stuff. I mean, you can get blueprints out of other things, so you don't really need the security lockers. So I would have spent more time into conditioning. I think this is great because the best shield on the game is the medium shield, because the medium shield gives you double the health of the light shield with a 5% movement penalty, while the heavy shield has a 15% movement penalty, and it barely gives you any, like, it's not that much more health than the medium shield. And to repair the heavy shield, it's a lot of resources. The medium shield is pretty easy to buy and craft. So I think it's just the most efficient and gives you the most bang for its buck. So by using this, it takes away that 5% movement penalty so you can get around. Because hey, that may make a difference with even if you're using a heavy shield, that's a huge difference. I like this. Lets me loot those loud containers. Uh, it's not as loud. I only did 2 out of 5 so far. This I really like those small square containers. You almost open those instantly with proficient prior because I think the game is it is loot based and you get a lot of XP just from looting. So the faster you can loot, the faster you can level up, the faster you can upgrade your character and stuff like that. So this is one of the best perks to me. Um, if I could redo it, I mean, and I plan to finish this tree, at least get a little bit into this amazing perk for PvP. Once your shield breaks, you can dodge roll. It doesn't cost you anything. So that means your shield can break, you can dodge roll. It doesn't penalize you. You can maybe get behind cover with that roll, or just increase the separation. Like you may get hit, roll behind cover, and then you sprint another 5 seconds to really spread that gap and to be able to pop a heal. And if this person or that person wants to aggress on you heavy, he's going to have to expend his stamina chasing you into your territory while you're healing up. So now he's fighting you in the open with his stamina going. So that's just a good tactic. The hitting and running and having going from the aggressor to the defender. And this game rewards people that are on the defense more than the aggressor, unfortunately, because you get caught with no stamina, you're going to get penalized heavily. Like, especially if they're team shooting, you're pretty much dead. So that's a great one. This one's good too. Uh, Regenerate your stamina while you're hurt. It just goes hand in hand with knowing how to duel. Like, you want to hit and run. If you can one clip somebody, by all means, get them. But a lot of times, as soon as their shield breaks, a lot of people are running that augment where the smoke drops. So they're running and they're getting behind cover, and then you don't know where they went. Like they may be hiding behind the wall, third person, like 3Ping you. So and then now the fight is in their advantage, not in your advantage. So this one is good as well. It's just you can crawl around the map more. Like say you're not you may be able to crawl to an extraction if you're not that far away, or crawl further to a teammate. This one goes hand in hand with that. It makes it harder for people to thirst you. So imagine a guy trying to thirst you. He's wasting shots. He's in the open trying to get you. Well, that gives your teammates, or it should, they free shots to lighten that person up. That person is trying to thirst you. They should be lighting him up for free. They should be getting that trade. It helps. And you may be able to crawl, like I said, crawl into safety or crawl to your teammate. If you're close enough, crawl to an extraction and get out. And this is the final skill point I would put into is it just helps you regenerate your health. There's an augment to where if you're not and you stop moving, your health keeps regenerating. So basically you can crawl around the map, like never dying, never fully dying as long as someone doesn't thirst you. So these three I think are really good for escaping while knocked. That's huge. And the rest of these I wouldn't care for, like melee, like who cares for that? Like no, that's just you can't put points at that if that's your type of thing. I think it's a waste, but you know, that's just to each in its own. But for sure, just to maximize, you would have to unlock these two, you need 36 skill points. So putting a point into that, so this 37, then 38. And then for these, to get this, you need 36. So, and then you have to put 1 point here. So that's 37. So if I could redo it all over again, I would do 5 out of 5 here, uh, 5 out of 5 here, points into this, or 5 out of 5 here, I should say. And just to unlock this unburdened roll, get that for sure. This one's good too. And then our branch back over here, points here, and whatever points just to unlock. Spend your points because sometimes you're gonna have to spend points that you don't even care for. Just put points into something just so you can unlock. You need 36 skill points. It says just to unlock this, so that'll make 38 plus 37, 75. So all 75 of your points I think that would make the best possible PvP mobility guide, survival, or I should say PvP um, build with mobility and being able to escape, I should say, would just be maximizing your mobility and conditioning. Survival, like I said, that's what you want to go into. I think it's a waste, to be honest. Like, this perk sucks, this one sucks. Like, a lot of these are like useless, like, you don't even notice anything. And like, the only reason I would go into survival is for this. But like I said, like, once you progress in the game, you don't even care for that stuff. You're just like, hey man, like I have so many, of all this stuff that you don't even care for it, right? So I'll just show you like, let's see, where am I going? I'm gonna show you just real quick player stats, like just show you I'm a sweaty PvP player. I'm not just some random just telling you, hey, do this build. Like, I'll show you my damage to players. Oh, I passed it up, sorry. My damage to players, almost 73,000, right? Damage received from players, like 23K. So that's like I have 3 times more damage done to the Raiders than done to myself. So let's just say, for the sake of it, like I have a 3.0 KD or higher, right? So I'm pretty sweaty, and like I'm telling you, for PvP standpoint, you need that mobility. The survival doesn't really help you in PvP at all. That conditioning is going to be huge. I think it's great. And show you real quick. Players down 280, players knocked 255. Says time, top spot, side. Yeah, I've played a lot, but at the same time, I do leave the game. Well, that's top side, so I guess that doesn't matter. But either way, that would be my recommendations on it. You know, oh, sorry, inventory. Like, see, just I try to keep my stuff minimized. I don't need all that stuff like the patina. I don't care for, but I'll try to have at least one of each gun. Got a couple Tempests. Like I said, why would you want 10 Tempests? I don't even use this gun. The only time I use it if I take it off somebody's body and I'm just using it to extract with, just to break it down for other stuff. And some of these I only have to hold spots for mods. So you'll see the best thing to try to clear some space. These mods take up a lot of space. You just put attachments on them. That saved me 3 spots right there in my stash. This is the best gun on the game, the Venator, to me, for PvPing. I just keep a couple of these because they're just the best. The Renegade, I have too many of them, but they're holding mods for me, so now I kind of like keep them. I like the Renegade, but the El Toro and the Venator, oh yeah, for sure, I love those. But some of these guns you get out the Bobcat's pretty good too, but you rarely get these out of the security lockers. You're mainly getting the patina or the blueprint or like an anvil, but you can craft those later in the game. So that's what I'm saying. The security breach, just kind of use common sense. Like, you're fighting the whole lobby for the same security breaches, especially if half the time you spawn into a match and they spawned you into the 18-minute mark. So what do you think that means? That means that the security lockers are pretty much looted, right? Like, so a lot of times you may not even get the opportunity to loot the security lockers because they're throwing you into matches that already started. So to me, I think it's a worthless. And then you have people like me, like, if I really wanted to, I would just go to the security breaches and just wait for a squad or two to try to go get it, and then I'll just kill you, shoot you on sight, and take your loot. Like, so you just got to factor all of that in. Like, is it really worth it? I think it is like, when the game first came out, they seemed really cool and good, but at this point, I really think it's like it's not. It's a waste of 36 points that you could be put into conditioning, which I slept on heavily just because you can get around more with conditioning, and I think it's huge for PvP with this node. And but it just goes back to what you're trying to do. A lot of these you can just put 1 point into and maximize the stuff that you like put 5 out of 5 on stuff that you like or stuff just to unlock them. But it just goes back to what you're trying to do, like, you know. So with that, just take that with a grain of salt. Like a lot of people recommend this. A lot of the high level players will probably tell you like they thought it was cool at first, but with you not being able to respect, like, you know, like I never needed this, like as you see, and I have all this stuff, like, and I can craft a lot of the stuff. I don't have all the blueprints, but I have a good amount um of some good ones. So like the anvil, that's all you really need. You get the anvil blueprint in the Venator, you're good. Like that's the only blueprint you need. Once you get those, you don't even care. Like, you know, the Torrente is really good up close. So all that stuff. Get your refinery leveled up for sure, because you can craft the mechanical parts and stuff like that. So you get a lot of magnetic accelerators and wolf packs out of the security breach, but if you get the wolf pack grenade blueprint, you don't even care. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it comes like it's cool at first, but it's really overkill and you don't need it to me. I think it could be better put into other stuff. If that's what you want to do, by all means. But that's just my best PvP guide is to definitely maximize mobility and maximize conditioning. Like you can't get any better than that. I don't care what anybody says. Like I thought this was going to be a great node. It turned out it was pretty useless. So, excuse me. Uh, if I could go back, I wouldn't put any points into survival. That's just me. But it, like I said, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you want to be loot heavy, I think a loot heavy build probably be survival and conditioning with a little bit of mobility. And then a hybrid will just be putting like a point or two into everything. Like you put a point here, put 3 points here, 2 points there, you know what I mean? Don't maximize anything unless it's something you really like, but you put at least a point in everything, and that way you have a all around build. But for sure, best PvP build, mobility conditioning. I think a lot of people are falling into that trap with the security breach, but hey, to each in its own, you know. Y'all, you know, drop your opinions and your suggestions in the comments. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank you. Nooski out.